question is, how do we all know the truth? How do we all know the truth? Because Kadosh Baruch Hu gave the same 5 books of Moses to all of Am Yisrael. Some of us were darker, some of us were lighter, some of us had our eyes like this, some of us had eyes like this, some of us had like this, some of us had eyes with, everybody has eyes on somebody else's wallet, somebody has somebody else's wife. Everybody has all types of eyes. Baruch Hashem, all, Bnei Shechad Nachnu, all the sons of one man. The key is, how do we all know the truth? How do we all know the truth? The only way that we can all know the truth is what's in the Torah. A person that learns Torah will find out the truth. A person that not just learns the weekly parasha and just does the basic minimum. A person that glues themselves to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, prays to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he could see the truth, that he could understand the truth, that when he sees it, he can identify it. When he sees a lie, he can identify the lie. Because all of us have the same set of eyes, but some people can see one thing as a true, and another person will see the same thing as a lie. So you have to pray to HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he allows you to see the truth. Now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu hears all of the prayers, but he only answers some of them. Why does he only answer some of them? The Gemara in Masechet Brachot, in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives wisdom to the wise. Now, Chachamim say, wait a minute, why does HaKadosh Baruch Hu give wisdom to the wise? Shouldn't he give wisdom to the fools? And that way everybody will be wise? Somebody's stupid, give him some wisdom, he'll be smart, right? Why should you give wisdom to somebody that's already smart? Chachamim says, no. The wisdom, if you give it to somebody that's stupid, you're wasting it. Why? If he's stupid, it's because he chose to be stupid. He chose to be stupid. Why? Because he doesn't study, he doesn't try, he wants everything to be gifted to him on a silver platter. So you give him wisdom, you won't even know what to do with it. The guy that's wise, it's not that he was just born with wisdom. No, he acquired wisdom. He toiled for wisdom. He lost sleep because of wisdom. He invested money because of wisdom. He did everything he can to acquire wisdom because he likes wisdom. And since he likes wisdom, I feel safe giving him the wisdom because he'll know what to do with it. He'll know what to do with it. So that's the thing. It's anybody can become a chacham if they like wisdom. Yeshua ben Nun at one point was called Ksin. Ksin means a fool. It's called a fool because he wasn't the smartest one among the people. Until HaKadosh Baruch Hu made him the leader after Moshe Rabbeinu, where it says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu made some of the kochot, some of the powers of Moshe go upon Yeshua ben Nun, including his wisdom. Why? Because he needed it now. But what happened to this? Because why did he give it to him? Because despite the fact that his natural abilities were not very high, he didn't have a very high IQ, he didn't have a very high ability, he loved wisdom. He waited at Mount Sinai to be first, to hear what Moshe Rabbeinu heard at Mount Sinai. Why? I want to hear the Chidush. Yeah, but who don't know you're even going to understand it? Forget about understand or don't understand. I want to hear it first. Yeah, but 5 minutes later, everybody else is going to hear the Chidush from Moshe Rabbeinu. Yeah, but that's 5 minutes. I could already know it. He loved wisdom. And that's why he waited for Moshe Rabbeinu. He was constantly next to Moshe Rabbeinu, constantly following Moshe Rabbeinu so he could hear more of his Torah. He loved wisdom. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you like wisdom? I'm going to give you wisdom. So that's the thing. If your Keilah or any other Keilah or any other Jew in the world or any other person in the world wants to be a Chacham, they have to invest time in learning Torah. Now, a Chacham is not just a person that knows how to do math or knows answers of what's in the parasha. A Chacham is somebody that can decipher the difference between truth and false without necessarily having to ask 15 different people and then determining who's telling you the truth or not. It's a person that has a Kadosh Baruch Hu unfolds their eyes and they can see the truth for what it is because they know what's in the Torah. Now, I can tell you that Baruch Hashem, I spend a lot of time with different Chachamim, I learn with them and so on. But the lifestyle of your average scholar in the secular world is that they spend a certain amount of hours at their leisure studying for whatever it is that they like. And then they live the rest of their life. A Talmid Chacham, a real Talmid Chacham, their Torah, their scholarship, if you will, is their life. That means that by the time you come back, you go to shul, let's say in the morning, you go to pray at 8 o'clock. Okay? By the time you finish praying, it's, let's say 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30. You go home, you get to the house, You want to eat something quickly, maybe have a coffee or something, because you're not allowed to eat before you pray, before you put on tefillin, not allowed to eat. So you have to pray early. So for all of those guys that wake up at 12 o'clock and then have a meal, you're making multiple sins. So you're not allowed to eat until you pray. So now, you went to pray, you prayed at 8 o'clock in the morning, you came back at 9, 9:30, you ate your meal, 10 o'clock. Oh, okay, so maybe before I go to work, or on the way to work, I'll learn something. You know what Talmid Chacham does? By the time he got home at 10 o'clock in the morning, he went to the same schedule, he went to the same prayer at 8 o'clock in the morning. Same looking, it's not every Talmid Chacham goes to pray at 6 o'clock in the morning, or some, other really early hour in the morning. No, some of them go at 8 o'clock in the morning. But you know what the difference is? By 10 o'clock, you already learned at least an hour of Torah. At least an hour, if not more. You know how? On the way to shul, you were walking, he was walking with a book and reading. While you were putting on tefillin, you put on tefillin and thinking about, I have to put on tefillin, and you know what, I have to get groceries today too, and my wife. Okay, whatever. And you're thinking of all this junk in your head with the stuff that's going on in the world. You know what he's thinking about? Nothing. Shulchan Aruch is right in front of him. He's reading it while he's putting on tefillin. And while the prayer is going, he trained himself to read extra fast so he could finish it, so he could also learn while he's praying. By the time the hour and a half prayer is finished, he already studied for 40 minutes. But does that come to him naturally? No, it doesn't come to anybody naturally. It's not a natural thing. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to wisdom. It's a commitment to the Torah because he loves wisdom. He loves the Torah. So when you love something, you want as much of it as you possibly can get. You wake up, that's what you look at. Instead of checking your phone, you check the Torah. You instead of thinking about all the stuff that the world is going on in the world, you check what's going on in the world of Torah. What's in the Chumash today? What's in the Shulchan Aruch today? What's in the Gemara today? And you're constantly chasing the Torah. Where can I get more? Okay, you're eating, he's eating, but you're eating, just eating, and maybe checking your phone, and maybe this, maybe that. He's eating with a book. One person is eating because he likes to taste all types of food. Another person is eating at Chacham because he wants to make the blessings. He wants to make the blessing. You ask the person, what do you like to eat? He looks at you, what do you mean what I like to eat? What does that mean? No, what's your favorite food? Now if I ask the average person, what's your favorite food? Every person will raise their hand, my favorite food is ice cream, my favorite food is macaroni, my favorite food is steak, everybody has a favorite food. You ask a Talmid Chacham, what's your favorite food? He doesn't know what you're talking about. What do you mean a favorite food? Who has time to think about food? Even in the bathroom I don't think about food. Why? I think about Chumash, I think about Torah, I think about Kadosh Baruch Hu. Who has time to think about food? He doesn't have a favorite food. He has blessings. That's what he has. So the mentality is different. Now yes, not that many people in the world are like this, but everyone can be like this. How? You have to like wisdom. You have to do whatever you can to just like a person that likes money, he does whatever he can to acquire money. He invests it, he researches it, he works for it, he does all types of things. Somebody wants to know the truth, he has to invest for it, he has to do whatever he can to get it. So whether it's your keilah or anybody else in the world that wants to know the truth, you have to invest everything in it. It's the only way, because the world is full of lies. Sometimes those lies have a very nice long and white beard. Sometimes those lies have a church. Sometimes those lies come as a big pharmaceutical company or a drink company. All types of lies in the world. In order for you to decipher where's the truth and where's the lie, you can only see from the lenses of the Torah. Once you see the things from the lenses of the Torah, the truth and lies are very clear. The world becomes very clear. Because you have it, it's in front of you, it's a blueprint, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu allows you to see things because your Torah is too valuable for Him to allow you to waste your time with certain things.